So we wanted to look at two other champions that kind of have a similar kit, but you don't necessarily think that it's that similar. It's really only similar for one ability. But we're going to look at the lizards, and we're going to look at Fu-Shan. Fu-Shan here is a really good champion. Really good champion. Look at this look, too. Pretty wild. You got the A1, 25% chance. A1, 25% chance of extra hit. You got the A2. This is where the comp's going to come in. You guys can probably tell where I'm going with this. AoE 2 times, each hit is 20%. When you book it, you get 35, and then you can get that other mastery to make it 40%. So you get like an 80% sort of, 80%, whatever. 4-hitter at random, decreased defense, 75% chance if you book him. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, and this also hits really kind of hard too. Hits really kind of hard. And then I think the thing that he's best for is his 24% ally speed in all battles. And he's also Force Affinity. Force Affinity is really good because there's a lot of magic. I think the majority, not the majority, but I think there's overwhelmingly more magic champions than there are any other. And so a Force champion is really well. 1400 attack, 1000 defense from an attack-based champion is amazing. Plus 106 speed. He's quick. Put him in the lead, you get 24. You get basically you get 130 speed already. So really good champion. This, when it hits an extra hit, you can have more than one extra hit. You get really lucky, and this can hit. I've seen it hit 4 times once. So that's Fu-Shan. Fu-Shan, yeah. Fu-Shan. There's actually, I usually put an apostrophe when I'm typing. This is actually a hyphen. Huh. Anyway, all right. So who else are we going to look at? We're going to look at, compared him to probably one of the best champions in the game, if not the best champion in the game, depending on how long you've been playing the game. If you've been playing the game long enough, you probably think she's a top 5 champion. It's going to be Scyl of the Drakes. Scyl of the Drakes. Killer look. This is an epic weapon. I love this weapon. This weapon is amazing. She's got the cool dreadlocks. She's got the cool mask. And obviously she's a barbarian, so yeah. Anyway, A1. Attacks one enemy, you get a decreased speed on a 40% chance if it's booked. There's worse abilities to have. And you get a 30% chance of decreasing, 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. It's a really good A1 based off of defense. She's a defense-based champion. So here's where the comparison to Fu-Shan comes in. This is literally the same ability. Exact same ability. 2-hitter AoE, 20%, book it up to 35 for a stun. You can get that extra mastery. Fearsome Presence, I want to say. Fearsome Presence, yes, for 35 you can get an extra 5%, so 40%. I don't have her in Fearsome Presence, I don't think, but it's just an extra utility, right? This actually stuns really. You'd think that 35% is not a lot. It actually is. Fu-Shan is the exact same, right? So they kind of cancel each other out. You can't take their A2s. You can't say one champion is better than the other because of their A2s. Because it's the same cooldown, same chance to hit, exact same ability. This is kind of where she stands out. She's got a 50% revive with a 50% ally protection on a 4-turn cooldown if you book it. And you're going to want to book this. And more where she stands out, passive heal, 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn, and an increased speed. This is perfect for Relentless set. Okay? Right? Now I'm going to preach something right now. I'm going to preach something right now to anybody who's listening, anybody who's watching, anybody who wants to know. Do not force your Scyl of the Drakes into a Relentless set. Do not do it. You need to get the right stats first. You need her fast. You need her probably around 200 speed. At least 180 speed. preferably 200, maybe more. I think mine is running at 220 or something. You want her to have 100% crit. You don't need to, but you kind of want her to, because she can hit hard. You need to have 200 plus accuracy. If you're going to be running stage 20 plus dungeons, you need to have at least 200 accuracy. And then you want defense. You want her to have a high amount of defense, because the more defense she has, the harder she is to kill, obviously, and the more damage she'll do, because all of her abilities are based off defense. Defense, this is just a revive, and then she's got this. So because of her passive, everybody's like, I want to put her in a relentless set. I want to put her in a relentless set. Well, if you can't get those stats in a relentless set, don't put her in a relentless set. Silly gooses. Jeez. All right, back to the rant over. She's also getting a stun set. The thing that makes Scyl the Drake's kind of so great, and probably a top 5 champion, is because everybody gets her. 100% chance to get her at 180 days. Okay, so then how does Fu-Shan even compete? Fu-Shan competes because of this aura. Straight up. You cannot put Scyl the Drakes in the lead anywhere. So he's also got a decreased defense versus a revive. It's kind of apples and oranges, because it's an attack champion versus a defense champion, but they're very similar. Fu-Shan also takes less books. He takes 4 books to get this down to a 3-turn cooldown, 35% chance. You don't really need to book this, and you don't really need to book this. I don't think I booked my Fu-Shan. Yeah. Where is he? There he is. Look at this. Didn't even book him. I pretty much use him just for his aura. And you know what? I don't use Scyl the Drakes in the arena anyway. But then I have Scyl the Drakes booked, right? So ease of acquiring versus overall basic utility. Fu-Shan, Scyl the Drakes wins. It's pretty easy. Scyl the Drakes wins because she's free, and she'll help keep your team alive. But if you need that speed lead anywhere in the game, Fu-Shan wins. But here's a better choice. Run them together. Stuns all day, speed lead, revival. Run them together. Why not?